Today is a video I've been wanting to put out for so long and I finally have the time to do it. Welcome to my one bagging beauty video. Hey guys, welcome to One Bag, One World. My name is Bree, and if this is the first time you've popped by this channel, thank you so much for being here. In June of 2022, my boyfriend and I quit our jobs to travel the world as one baggers. I finally found the time to film this video during our stay in Dubai, which is only for 2 days, and there's not much to do in Dubai. So welcome to my beautiful, luxurious room in Dubai. And I think this room was listed as an ocean view, which is hilarious because, watch this. That is the ocean. In this video, I'm going to be breaking it up into approximately 4 different sections. Number 1 is going to be hair. Number 2 is going to be skincare. Number 3 is going to be makeup. And number 4 is going to be a full tour of my toiletry bags. We have a lot to get into today, so let's get into it. Quick side note before I actually wash my hair. I just want to give a quick shout out to all of my ladies with perfectly straight hair. I think I've met a lot of you out there that have naturally straight hair and you all hate it so much, but please keep in mind when you get up every morning and you can wash and not style it and you look like supermodels that some of us out there look like this. A lot of you can just get up and go to work and you look absolutely beautiful, whereas I look like Mel Gibson from Braveheart most of the time.
What will you do without freedom?
You are very lucky. So kicking off my hair routine, I always use my shampoo and conditioner hard bars that I bring with me everywhere, and they are from the company Viore. So far so good on these bars. I've had the conditioner bar twice on this trip. I had somebody actually bring me a refill because most places don't actually have conditioner, but the shampoo bar I'm still not done with, and it's been lasting me a really long time, but I'm really happy with the setup so far just because it doesn't count toward my liquids and it actually does a really good job cleaning my hair and making it smell amazing. So I highly recommend these bars. You'll notice when I kick off my hair routine, I also use my microfiber travel towel. I bring this with me everywhere. I think I've mentioned this a couple times in my first video as well as my second. So I guess this makes it the 3rd video I've talked about this. For frizzy hair in general, you shouldn't be using a regular towel. You should be using a microfiber towel. A way to get around this if you're at home and you don't want to buy one of these is just to use an old t-shirt that's microfiber. I use this for every single time I wash my hair. I will not use a regular towel because I already have problems with frizz, so this makes it a little bit easier to manage. For my brush situation, so I have this little travel brush I bring with me. I got it on Amazon. It's pretty small. I know there are a lot of like collapsible combs you can bring with you when you travel, but those will not make it through my hair. My hair is a little bit too thick for that, and I needed something with softer bristles, and the hard cones are just, I don't know, they're just not great for my hair. It feels like I'm ripping it out. So this one I got on Amazon, I think it was like 13 bucks. I'll try to drop a link below. It's been really good so far, and I will probably continue to use this even when I'm kind of settled and have an apartment or a house, just because it's a great little brush and I haven't had any issues with it yet. For hair accessories, this I actually picked up in Prague, and little backstory here, I actually found out shortly after leaving on this trip that I am extremely anemic. So I was losing a good portion of my hair and I couldn't really figure out why, but I was fatigued. I had really dark circles under my eyes. So I just went and got a blood test and they said that I am very anemic. So I actually lost a good portion of my hair, and in Prague I went back to a beauty salon just to make sure it wasn't anything else going on with the hair itself, and they gave me the serum, which is basically jam-packed with nutrients just to put on my scalp directly because I may not be getting everything I need through food alone. So far it's been amazing. It was like 30 bucks. I've actually been using it so long that I think I scraped off a little bit of the label, but it's hair loss treatment and you just apply it directly to the scalp, and it's been going great. It also lasts a really long time. Now in terms of how I actually style my hair, if you've been watching any of our vlogs, you'll see that I don't because there's not much I can do with it. I mean, it's just kind of frizzy and fluffy and wavy and curly, but not in like the pretty kind of way that, you know, it like flows in the wind and you look like a supermodel. It's just kind of all over the place, and I feel like I just have to like tie it down and keep it still. So there's only a couple things that I'm able to do with it. First and foremost is my red headband. I wear this almost every vlog just because in most parts of the world it is not dry, it's extremely humid, which for me means a lot of frizz, and I think it's a really cute accessory. It kind of pops, it's a little bit of color, and it keeps the frizzies on my head down because you can't see them. So if you're traveling, please go and get yourself just a regular headband. It'll save you a lot of time with hairspray, with trying to style, and it's really cute. I also brought a bunch of these little clips. I used to wear these more, especially in the beginning of the trip, but now I'm kind of finding them a little bit annoying because of the frizz. So when I pull my hair back with these, when it's dry, it ends up just frizzing on the top. So they're really cute and I can wear them on like special occasions, but for the most part, I kind of don't use these guys now, but it's okay because I only brought 2. The clip. These you need. I love clips. They're good for everything. They make your hair look cute. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can wear your hair in a clip when you're doing laundry, when you're out and about. It doesn't really matter. Go and get one of these. They're simple and amazing. And for hair ties, I brought about 10 to 15 of these on the trip. Self-explanatory, you need hair ties if you have decently long hair. Love these. Last thing I'm gonna show for my hair is this little finishing hair cream stick. It kind of looks like a mascara stick where you pull it out and it's got this tiny little brush, but it's actually just for being able to fix like little flyaway hairs. So it's good if you have frizz like I do, but what I will say is that if you have a lot of frizz, so my ladies out there with the wavy and curly hair, this is not going to work for the most part. It just kind of gets stuck in my hair and it doesn't really even pull down the flyaways unless you have perfectly straight hair as it is and you're just fixing a couple pieces. So this is great. I'm glad I have it. But for the most part, if I have it and I need to use it, I will just pull this out, rub a little bit on my hand, rub them together, and then use it because this little brush is not gonna do anything for me. But it's better than nothing. I wish I had hairspray, but I can't carry it. Okay, moving right into my favorite piece of this video, it's gonna be skincare. So for the beginning of this, I'm gonna show you my morning routine because even though it's about 1 p.m. here in Dubai, I just now showered and we got in very late last night, so I am officially doing my morning routine. So if any of you have watched any of our travel vlogs, you've probably seen the one where we went to Bangkok for medical tourism. I decided to go for acne. Acne is something I've been battling for most of my adult life, and anybody out there I can sympathize with that's going through it right now. It's really tough. I've been to multiple dermatologists, nothing has really helped, but I did go to one in Bangkok and what she gave me has changed my life, so I'm excited to share it with you. That being said, that doesn't mean that what works for me is going to work for you, so please go to a dermatologist or seek professional help if you want to do something to fix your acne, but just because I'm using this and showing it to you on my video, it doesn't mean that you should go out and do it too. First things first is I use something called clindamycin on my skin every morning. Clindamycin is essentially a solution with like antibiotics in it to help you fight acne, as I understand it. That could be very wrong. And I got a prescription for this in Thailand and it started helping after about a month of use. That being said, I of course ran out, so I decided to go back in Thailand and get more over the counter because the beauty about Thailand is you can get it over the counter there and it's super cheap. So this is my last bottle. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to find a way to get more, but we are not in Asia anymore, so I'm gonna have to go back to a dermatologist and request it, I think. Anyway, you start it out by putting it on your face every morning, just as is. You can even put this on your chest or if you have like acne on your arms or your back, but I only really need it on my face, so that's where I use it. Give it a second to dry a little bit, and that's when you come in with the moisturizer. This is Eucerin Pro Acne Solution. This is the best face lotion I have ever used in my life. I don't think there's ever any going back after this. I will probably use this for the rest of my life. I don't know why it's different. It's just amazing. It feels amazing. It lasts a long time. So I just put this on over the clindamycin and then you just let it dry. Once that is dry, this is when I finish up with sunscreen, and you should too. I've talked about this in every single video. Please wear sunscreen all day, every day. It doesn't matter if you're sitting inside in front of a computer, just put it on. It's not worth the repercussions of damaging your skin. I use Biore Aqua for my sunscreen. This is one of the best sunscreens out there because it's super gentle, it spreads easily, it doesn't leave white marks, and I use it pretty much everywhere that's in the sun. So that includes my face, my neck, back of my ears, my chest, my forearms, and then my shoulders if I have them out. So, and voila, you're covered. Now moving on to the thing I use the least, admittedly, because I'm a backpacker, is makeup. To kick this off, I want it to be clear that I have permanent makeup done, and what I mean by that is I have tattooed eyeliner as well as microblading, which is my eyebrows. I got these done before I went on this trip because I knew that in most of these places I was not going to be going out of my way to put on makeup, especially with how humid it is, how tiring it is, the fact that I don't want to carry a lot, and I am so glad that I did. So I actually only got the top line done, and I didn't get a cat eye, which you can do, but again, I think trends move and change and you want to keep it very simple. So I got that done, and then the microblading of my eyebrows. I've had this done before, but I wanted them a little bit darker. And all of this was in order to carry less makeup on the trip with me, because it just kind of takes up room in your bag, and it's not necessarily something you want to focus on when you're backpacking, in my opinion, because ultimately who cares? I mean, you're backpacking, you're moving, nobody's paying attention. You're probably not going to fancy places or restaurants very often. So unless it's for making yourself look better, then don't worry about it. So I'm gonna go full glam, as they call it in the Kardashians today, and show you what my full makeup look looks like. Full transparency, I've done this maybe twice on this trip, which is about 9 months long at this point. So probably not that important to bring with you. I'm gonna be starting off with my MAC Prep and Prime. This is basically just a concealer stick, and it's to cover spots, discrepancies, acne. I use it for my dark under eyes because anemic. I have had this for about 5 years, and I'm honestly just trying to get rid of it at this point. So I'm happy to use it today, but I don't actually use it that often. After that comes my Subtle Beauty brush. This is the travel brush from Subtle Beauty. This company I think is really blown up because people are interested, you know, they want to be able to carry less, and especially for the working woman, you want to be able to slide something in your purse that's relatively small that will do the trick. I am in love with this brush. You can use it as like a full foundation brush, or if you push this little metal thing up, you can use it for blending concealer, which in this case I am. Look at that, it's like I'm not anemic anymore. Yay. After that, I usually use my little powder foundation. This is Bare Minerals, and again, I have had this probably for like 7 years, and I'm just trying to get rid of it at this point. But I don't believe in throwing away things you haven't used completely just because you want to get rid of them. So I'm trying to use this up desperately. I found this little container at the Container Store, and I think it's actually used for travel pills, but I decided to pour the rest of my Bare Minerals into it, and works like a charm. So it's just this tiny little guy. Does anyone out there remember going to the mall and Bare Minerals was absolutely everywhere at the time, but no one really even uses it anymore? I don't know what happened to it. So I just dip a little in. Tap. The tap was always so key. I'll even use my lid, and that's when I use the full brush. So I pull this metal thing down, and then I just put it on. It admittedly does not do a great job. I have since moved into liquid foundation, though I don't carry any with me because it's not worth it in terms of toiletry space. So this has to do the trick sometimes, but I don't think the powder look is a very good one unless you're using a ton of makeup, which I just don't use anyway. So that's it. Bare Minerals actually does a pretty good job of covering up things on your face that you just kind of want to hide, but I don't use this very often just because I'm gonna end up sweating it off like I will be today. Next up from Subtle Beauty as well is going to be this little stack makeup. What do you call this? So you can actually get this stack. I think I had the full one and it was maybe this much bigger, so it's pretty small. That being said, I still couldn't justify giving up room in my toiletries or in my bag for this, so I only kept 2 of the things. But originally I had the eyeshadow, the lip gloss, and an additional shine control powder, but I don't use them that much, so I only kept 2. I kept the shine control powder and then a highlighter because you can make magic happen with just a simple highlighter, which is what I use my eyeshadow for at this point. So after putting on my Bare Minerals, I come in here with my brush again, do a little swirl, and then I just throw it across my entire face. And then I pull out the highlighter. They have a couple different options for the highlighters, but I just went with like the plain silver because I don't know much about makeup or highlighters if you can't tell from this video, so I just went with the most basic option. So I make the brush smaller on this part, do a little circle, I do my cheekbones, because I hear this is the part that you're supposed to do. Again, I don't know much about makeup. And then I'll actually throw just a little bit on my eyes, just to really make them dazzle, you know? But ultimately, it's probably not making that much of a difference, I don't know. Moving on from there is going to be eyeliner. I think we all know what this is for. I never do the bottom of my eye just because it's always smudging. I don't know, some ladies can do it and get away with it. It just does not look good on me, so I only do the top. And following that up is going to be the mascara. This is my favorite mascara of all time. This is better than Sex by Too Faced Beauty. This is hands down the best mascara I've probably ever used in my life, and I don't know if I'll use another one. Now, why is it so good? I don't know. I feel like most of the other ones just clump a little bit, and I don't like that they bleed onto like the tops of your eyelids. I don't know why that always happens for me, but it doesn't with this one. And last but not least is, of course, the lip. So there are, I guess, technically 4 things I carry with me for my lips. Most of it is going to be chapstick most of the time, and sunscreen protective chapstick to be specific, but when I'm dressing up, I'm not gonna wear that. I'm gonna wear a little bit of color. So there are 3 main things I like to use. This product is from e.l.f. and I brought it specifically because of the color. I think red looks good on me, and also because it is so small. But this is another one I've had for like 7 years, and I'm not willing to throw it away just because I'm not done with it. So I'm determined to get rid of this by the end of the trip. I also have the Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss. I know what the name is. It's supposed to make your lips look voluptuous and plumped. I don't know. I like it because of the natural color that it brings out, because it kind of makes your lips burn and it brings out kind of like a natural red color, and it lasts a really long time. The only other thing I brought was a pink glittery lip gloss because this was free at Sephora, and look at it, it's so tiny. and it's actually really cute. So I put it on top of the red lip gloss, and it's just a really nice little combo. I'm gonna do the lip injection first. This is the one I wear most of the time when I'm going out for the ease of not having to put my finger into it and rub it around like I have to do with the lip gloss, just because I have to like wash my hands and then, you know, go through all of that. So put it on. Anybody out there who decides to buy this stuff, do not overline your lips with it, because it makes the skin around your mouth burn, literally. And then you kind of walk around looking like Ronald McDonald for some reason. So I'm gonna try to let this dry a little bit so you can see what I mean by the natural color that it brings out. So I'm sure you can't tell the difference at all, but it's kind of like reddish pink, and it's very natural looking. So I actually really enjoy this lip gloss. Now, typically I don't wear the lip gloss in combination with the red lip gloss, but I'm gonna put it on today just so I can show you what it's like. So like I said, you kind of have to dip your finger into it and then put it on, and it's really cute. And I think this is like $1. And as for the pink lip gloss, at this point I think I'm just trying to get rid of it. And there you have it, the entire look. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take you through all of the things that I carry with me in both of my toiletry kits, because yes, I have not one but 2 toiletry kits, one dedicated to liquids and the other dedicated to anything else that I'm carrying in terms of personal hygiene. So here are both of my toiletry kits. So I'm just gonna take these products out one by one and show you what they are and explain a little bit about why I have them. So first things first, I'm gonna start with my green bag so you can see everything that's in here. This is essentially everything that I have in my toiletries that is not liquid. In here I have my hairbrush, headband, scrunchie, just one, my shampoo and conditioner bar, which I cannot recommend enough. This is conditioner, this is shampoo, they last a really long time. Shower cap, because I only wash my hair maybe once or twice a week, so I kind of need this to avoid the frizz. Clips. This is my drunk elephant bar for face wash. If you watched my latest packing video before this one, you'll see how much I recommend this. It's so nice. It's fragrance free. It was relatively cheap and I got it on Amazon and it came with 2 of them. Cannot recommend this enough. I also have a second face wash, which I picked up in Japan specifically because it was like 20 bucks and we're gonna be checking our bag for a long time anyway, so I wanted something a little bit more fancy for a little bit. So the Clean It Zero is an oil-based face wash. I love this stuff. I wish I could travel with it all the time, but it is pretty big as you can see, and once I use it up, that's just kind of the end of it. Q-tips, floss picks. I have more than this, but I'm not going to show you all of them. This thing is amazing. You use this with your cleanser and you use it for exfoliation on your face or wherever, and it works great. Travel mirror. You can even see how I have the camera set up. Acne patches, so important. Teeth whitening every once in a blue moon. Nose trimming scissors, small razor, and once again, here is my makeup setup. This is the Subtle Beauty with the highlighter and shine control powder, Too Faced lip gloss, regular lip gloss, Sephora eyeliner, my travel makeup brush from Subtle Beauty, mascara, concealer, hair ties, lip gloss, Bare Minerals powder. Moving on to the fun part, or maybe the not so fun part if you're a long-term traveler. This is my liquids kit. Deodorant, sunscreen chapstick, clindamycin, hair serum, Differin, sunscreen. This is actually my night lotion, so I can wear it with my tretinoin because tretinoin is very powerful, so you need a little bit of a barrier, so this is what I keep this for. This is vitamin C serum for your skin. I got this in Japan. This stuff is amazing. Perfume. Here's the finishing hair cream I told you about for frizz. More face lotion, tretinoin. Last but not least, this is A313 cream. It's from France. I picked it up in Cambodia because it's supposed to be absolutely amazing for your skin. This stuff is not for the faint of heart. If you want to get it, by all means, but you have to go through a certain retinization process, so you can only wear it for about 2 hours once a week, and it makes your skin very itchy, but it's supposed to help with aging, wrinkles, acne, hyperpigmentation, the works, and so far I am loving it. Thank you so much for stopping by to watch this video today. For all of my lovely ladies out there stopping by to try to figure out what you should bring with you when you're traveling in terms of beauty and self-hygiene, what I will say is you are beautiful just in your own skin. Please don't forget that. If you take care of your skin will take care of you. Don't worry about dragging around a lot of makeup unless you want to, but don't feel like you have to. The second it becomes a chore, it's not worth bringing with you while you're backpacking. Now, I only have one request at the end of this video, and it's that I would love for you to all send me a message or drop a comment below and just let me know, what would you like to see from me in the future? There are so many videos that I could do in terms of packing our bags and what we bring with us and what we find to be the most important while we're traveling full time, but I really want to know what you would like from me, because ultimately I want this channel to be a resource for anybody out there who is thinking about backpacking or using this as a way to fantasize about getting away from work to go travel the world like we did. So please drop a comment below or send us a personal message and let us know what you think, and if you'd like to see anything specific from us in the future, because we'd be happy to do it. Thank you for stopping by, and please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.